Did you get shot because you threatened the Dorvals? With Devontae's trial coming up, if Devontae wakes up, Wanda will be in a very fragile, emotional place. I can imagine, since her best friend is so close to getting justice, wouldn't she need as many friends around her as possible? Anything were to happen to me, Pacho, then I need you to take over Theodosius's palace. Are you here to check up on me now that Devontae woke up? Kind of. I really came here to speak with you about your husband. Seems like your father made a public announcement about waking up this time. Now we have to make sure that the next big public announcement is him serving life in prison for taking Elvira's life. I just hope that the jury doesn't take pity on him because of his condition. As long as the evidence speaks for itself, the jury won't fall for my father's tricks. Once again, I'm the next in line to take over Theodosius's palace. As long as everything goes to plan, my family will be well taken care of. Since JJ's back home, can I speak with him? Ulissa, I don't think that's a good idea. Well. It's nice to see that I'm getting more visitors than I expected. Makes me feel loved. I'm not here to check up on your well-being, Devontae. I have some questions for you. Why do you need to speak with me about Udell? Did you two discuss how you're both gonna handle the trial? We discussed how we'd both take the stand to testify, but that's pretty much it. Then it sounds like he didn't mention to you that I should keep my distance from you. How long have you been standing there? Who are you on the phone with? Business associates. And how come you're telling business associates that you're next in line to take over the hotel? Because it's true. Father felt like it was time to seal the deal and name me as his successor. And are you still gonna tell me that I'm wrong to think that you only came back to only get close to Dad just to see him go to prison and take his entire fortune? JJ, maybe you should get back to your room. Take some more time for yourself. I can't be locked in my room forever, Vanessa. No one is locking you in your room. You've been through a lot lately and shouldn't have to rush back to normal life. Sucks for me, I guess, because my life will never be normal again. Besides, it doesn't erase the fact that I feel like a prisoner in my own home. I also felt like a prisoner at that mental facility. How are you feeling, JJ? Wish I could tell you. I don't know how I'm feeling. I know it's real and what isn't, but these past few days have been a roller coaster. What about your dad? How's he doing? He'll live. In case you haven't heard, I guess you're here to find out whether I'm the one who shot him. I don't know if I have much to talk about, Commissioner. All I can really say is that I was shot and ended up fighting for my life. As you can see, I won that fight. What led you to being shot, Devontae? I remember having a civil conversation with Shelly and ended up getting shot. Udell told you to stay away from me during the trial? He did. Did he give you a reason? He told me that it would be too much for you, dealing with the trial and staying in personal contact with the man prosecuting the man who took your best friend's life. Owen, you remaining in my life won't be a burden whatsoever. I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully I didn't cause any issues between you and Udell by telling you about this. May I remind you that I have a business of my own? My retail store is actually doing well. I don't really need Theodosius's palace. Then why Didn't you reject Dad's offer of taking over it someday because Father wanted to make sure this family was taken care of in case something happened to him? What do you think would have happened if he didn't make it and didn't make his last wishes clear? Luckily, we don't have to think about all that since Dad's still here. Besides, why do you have to take over Theodosius' palace to look out for this family? Is this a hint of jealousy that I see? Do you want to be the one running this hotel instead, Nichelle? JJ, don't say another word. Ulissa deserves the truth. Ulissa, I already told you what happened when you called me. My family didn't intend for your dad to get shot. Things got out of control and it just happened. But you also told me that you didn't see what happened and didn't answer my question when I asked you who shot my father. It was me, Ulissa. I shot him. Why were you at the Dorval estate? As you know, the Dorvals and I were at odds after that interview Jeremiah had with Quinlan Franklin. When I confronted him at his business, Jeremiah told me to speak with him at his house. Didn't you find it odd that Jeremiah would invite you to his house where his family is? I did think it was strange. I felt like it was even weirder when I showed up. But Jeremiah wasn't there like he said he would be. But Shelley was home. You told me that you and Shelley had a civil conversation. What did you two discuss? Not much, just that Jeremiah wasn't home. The next thing I knew, I heard a loud pop and my back hurt me to the point where I collapsed. Now I realize that's when I was shot. Do you know who shot you? I heard a young man's voice from behind me. At that point, that's when I hit the floor. Jeremiah and Shelley have a son. Was that who shot me, Commissioner? Did JJ Dorval shoot me? Don't worry about that, Owen. Thank you for being a good friend and telling me about this. Udell and I will be fine. Good. Believe me, I would stay away if that's what you want. What I want is for you not to be a stranger. It doesn't matter what I want, Pacho. Sounds like we've got something we can agree on. Father made his wishes clear, Nichelle. You should be grateful that the hotel stays within the family instead of being placed on auction where the highest bidder can take it from us. We both know you're not agreeing to Dad's offer out of the kindness of your heart. I can't wait to see the stupid look on your face when Dad's found not guilty. Whatever the outcome of the trial is, just be relieved that you get to keep your home. I knew you wouldn't have shot my dad if he wasn't a threat. I am sorry for shooting him, and I'm sorry for the trouble he's caused you and your family. You don't have to apologize, Ulissa. JJ, you can't just go telling people about this, especially without a lawyer with you. Ulissa deserves to know the truth, Vanessa. Besides, it's better that she hears the truth from us, in case her dad decides to tell tales. That's correct. JJ Dorval did shoot you. Has he been arrested? He hasn't. Why not? I'm the victim. His victim. I could have lost my life. According to the Dorvals, you showed up uninvited. You put your hands on Shelley, who pulled a gun out on you, and when she was caught by surprise, you overpowered her. Looks like I didn't do a good job since her son put a bullet in me. Shelley's lying, Finnegan. JJ's not right in the head. I don't know whose gun it was, but he got a hold of it, and I want him to pay for his crime.